Yeah, I know my live is scheduled for 11:30, but I'm getting in now before the temperatures skyrocket to 113 Fahrenheit. So I'm just doing a live now. At least at this time, I can probably stay on a little bit longer than what I did yesterday. So, and I'm up to doing another lovey. So, yeah, and then I've got other loveys to do as well. Sorry, I'm just looking for my stitch marker. So, because I need to tie on some more yarn. Well, I'd better turn that one down. So I had to turn that one down. So then that way you don't get to hear that one. So now that I'm, hey Bunny, how are you? How's things with you? I hope that you're good. Have you finished work now, or are you still at work? But yeah, gotta tie some more color yarn on because what I got left here ain't going to finish doing what I need to do. So now I can continue on with the white. I'll finish off with the white. So I've been good. It's hot here today. For me, it's going to be 113 degrees by 5 o'clock. Cooking dinner worked earlier. Oh, okay. So what are you having for dinner? And is Olivia home for dinner with you, or is she working? Did you get snow, Bonnie? I'm not sure if you got any. Whether you got hit by the snow blizzard over the weekend or not. So if you did, I hope you didn't get too much. I can't wait for our winter to come. It is so hot now, and all our bush tortillas. Yes, she is. Oh, cool. At least you got her at home to have something to eat or working. Tons of snow. Okay, you can always send your snow my way. It'll cool my place down. I mean, we're heading for a top of 113 Fahrenheit, so we can do with a lot of snow and hitting our town was closed all weekend. I bet it was. I hope you were stocked up with food and everything, food, drinks, everything. There's nothing worse than the shopping centre. Your shops being closed. So, but yeah, we're heading for. We've got a lot of bushfires going on at the moment. They need rain and very very cold rain badly. Hey Jonathan, how are you? So grateful that you've come in. We could do with a rain, a very very cold and heavy rain and snow to get to where the bushfires are. A lot of people have been told to evacuate because of the way the fires are, and they're getting close to their homes. This is our busiest time of year, Christmas for holiday makers. They've even had to leave the campsites because of the bushfires. So our summers are brutal when it comes to bushfires. So yeah, we had plenty. Oh, okay, plenty. And Bonnie says hi. It's Jonathan. Yeah, no, we get snow in the mountains and our ski resorts. And the mountains that are up behind me, about an hour's away, get snow because you get the chill factor off there. But to get it in the suburbs, it's probably once in a lifetime experience to see. So to see. So I've seen it once in the suburb that I lived in. So, but it'd be nice to have it back again. And at the time, I was at high school, so the bus driver we had stopped and let us get out and get snowballs and have a snowball fight on the bus. That was fun. We really enjoyed it that day. But of course, our snow's not like, well, in the suburbs, it's not, when we do get it in the suburbs, it's not like how you guys in America get it. Our schools still go to school unless you live in the mountains where it actually snows, and then you don't. Hi, Lydia, how are you? How's work going for you, Lydia? I hope it's good for you. And what's on your crocheting hook, everybody? And what's in your cups? I got Pepsi Max vanilla and water because I've been drinking a lot of water because it's been hot here. So we're keeping hydrated. I want to say thank you for everybody coming in and the lurkers. Much appreciate that you've all been here and been with us. And that, so yeah. I don't know if I turned that all the way down or not. I did. It's the birds I can hear outside. Go and find a shady spot, birds. It's too hot to be out there. So, so I thought I'd come up and do my live now instead of later when the heat's actually hit because it gets way too hot later. And when it gets too hot, I only do a half an hour live. But when it sort of cools down a little bit, well, then I will be doing longer lives. Hi, Roberta, how are you? Hi, all in the chat, she said. Lydia said, work is going good. I'm off now a few days. Now I'm drinking Diet Pepsi. Wow. At least you got a couple of days off from work and Diet Pepsi. Yum. I got Pepsi Max Vanilla. I'll show you my bottle in a minute. I'm not sponsored by any chance. Um, but Pepsi Max, Pepsi or Schweppes, if you're listening, I wouldn't mind being sponsored to try all your drinks. Sam said, hi, Ron, I replied to your message, Leisha, cheering from the sidelines instead today. Hey, no worries, that's okay. That's what I just said. Um, you don't have to come up. I just sent it to you just in case you wanted to come up and have a bit of company. That's all. I'm just happy that you can be cheerleading in on the bleachers. And she said, Sam said, hi, Bonnie, Roberta, and Lydia. Lydia says hi to Sam. But that's okay. Hey, um I don't pressure anybody like that. Especially if your voice is very, very croaky and that. So did you end up finding your asthma Ventolin before then? You were saying, I hope you did. So to have some. And Lydia said, I'm crocheting on a blanket. Lydia, I'm doing a blanket too in crochet, plus I'm doing the loveys as well. I still can't believe how much yarn you use up when you're crocheting than you do knitting. So I can't believe that. So, hey, I'm doing dishes and cooking, so I'm listening. Hey, that's okay. You listen away. You can go into the chewbucca hideout and lurk away. You just lurk away because I think it's more important getting dinner ready and then you listen. So then that way it doesn't burn. Nothing worse than having burnt food. Well, Lydia, what color are you using for your blanket? I hope it's a nice color. I found one, but it's almost empty, but have enough to get through the day. Oh, good. So in other words, you need to go and buy some more. You'll have to send Pops up to the chemist to buy more because you can't go without your asthma stuff. So sipping on the electrolyte water and doing a final doom scroll on for the night. Ooh. Uh, Lydia's asking Bonnie what's for dinner. I think it was tortillas. I think that's what she said. If I go back up the chat, she did say tortillas. Yeah. So, um, yes, Mum. LOL. Hey, if I don't remind you to do something, you'll never do it. So, yeah. But don't send your dad up in a 45-degree heat, please. Wait till tomorrow when it's a bit cooler. Or get the chemist to deliver it. Let them be out in the heat and not your dad. Now, rather you be, have the stuff there so then that way you don't run out. It's red, heart, pink, and purple. Oh, now that will be nice that would be nice. Let's go, Lydia. Tostitos. That's the one that she's having tonight for dinner. Her and Olivia. But yeah. Listening as I get ready for my skin cancer check. Very nervous as I haven't been for nearly 3 years. Hi, Paula. Oh, 3 years. You'll have to let us know how you get on. And what time's your appointment? I hope we don't keep you away from it for too long. And I hope everything goes well for you, Paula. I'll be thinking of you while you go for it, for your scan or your checkup, I should say properly. And just let us know how you get on. Dad went up this morning first thing, but has to go back in the morning because some meds needed ordering in. Oh, okay. Well, maybe tomorrow when he's got to go back up first thing, Sam, get him to get you some Ventolin. Better off getting up there really, really early before that sun sets in. We used to do that when I just had Lara at the time. If we knew it was going to be hot, we got her out early for a walk and home. And if we needed to go to the shops, either myself or my mum would go to the shop and leave Lara home with the other person. So, yeah. Best of luck, Paula said Sam. And Paula said 11:40 time, plenty. 11:45, plenty of time. Thank you. Oh, okay. That's okay. We don't want to hold you up, but I'm just glad that you're. Yeah. If it's 11:45, well, it's 11:32 now. Okay. Well, you said you got plenty of time. Do you have to travel far to see your skin specialist? Be a checkup? And Paula says, "Thank you, Sam. I hope you don't have to travel too far to get to him. But we will be thinking of you when you do go and get your checkup. We'll be keeping you in our thoughts because it's when it's that sort of time of year to get that checked. Well, it will be very, very nerve wracking. So, but just so you know, we're all here for you to be thinking of you when you go. So, just so you know, we'll be here for you. Will you be? Lydia said, Lisa, I can see your blanket. Can I see you? The new one that I'm doing is this one, Lydia. I'm doing it in the white and the velvet. This is where I'm up to so far. That's it so far. I need to I'll be working on it. I've been working on it in between doing that and Lovies, but I'm using a size 6 millimeter hook with it because the thickness of the oh, no daylight savings 10:30. It's about that's right. You're an hour behind us. I forgot about daylight savings. So yes, you do have plenty of time. Sorry, I forgot about daylight savings. I wish we never had it. So you got and it's about 10 minutes away. Okay, and yes, praise to you, Paula, says Bonnie. I forgot about you being an hour behind me while waiting. I'll leave you running. Must go. No worries, Paula. Thank you for coming in. I mean, at least today, being at this time, I'll be able to do a bit of a longer live today than half an hour. So that's cuteness. Thank you, Lydia. I'm doing my blankets for palliative care, and I'm finding crocheting them up is quicker than knitting them. And when you're knitting them, it gets way too heavy. So, um, but I've been finding the crocheted ones are a lot better to do. So that's what I've been doing. I've got one all ready to go up, but I'm not going up with just one. I want to go up when I've got at least three or four of them to make it worthwhile for me to make the trip up to the local hospital to donate them. But then I do have a bag of loveys that needs to go up. So, yeah. So, sending prayers for you, Paula, said Lydia. So, um, even if I get all the loveys done, and then I might take the blanket up then, but then I might just wait until I know I've got a few more done because I've been because I won't need them just yet. Seeing we are still summer, so but yeah. So I've been working on that, and I'm doing the lovey one at the moment. I'm just doing it with a single strand instead of two, and I'm doing it with a size 4 crochet hook. Sam, did you end up finishing your rows for your crocheting scrap blanket? Because you did say you were trying to get ahead in rows with that one. So did you end up getting it done? And the same with your knitted blanket before the heat definitely kicks in? I hope you did. Because when those blankets get big, they get big. And especially when you're doing them in the middle of summer. So after I get my friend's blanket, I am going to start crocheting blanket for my job. I'm going to start crocheting wheelchair blankets using all my yarn. Oh, well done, Lydia. They'll like it. That's why I do the blankets for palliative care, because if they're sitting in their chair, they can have a blanket while they're, enough to put on their laps and their legs and their feet just to keep warm during the winter. And then if they're laying in bed, at least it's big enough to put over their backs while they're laying in the bed. So, yes, got the scrap blankets all done. Thank you. You're welcome. But Lydia, they're going to enjoy the blankets when you've done your friend's blanket, and you do amazing work. You should pat yourself on the back for that. Amazing work. Everybody does amazing work with their crocheted items. Everyone needs a pat on the back. Oh, I was going to show you my Pepsi bottle, wasn't it? I was in the middle of saying I like my Pepsi Max bottle. I'm not sponsored at all, but I'm just saying, Swebs, if you got new drinks coming out and you need someone to review them before you put them on the shelf, I'm the person. This is my Pepsi Max bottle, and what's a beautiful flower that is. What a beautiful flower. Imagine crocheting them up. That would be nice. Sam, you need to learn how to do them so you can show me how to make them. Sam's a good teacher. She teaches me a lot of things. Um, Lydia said, "Thank you, Lisa." You're welcome, Lydia. It's true. You do amazing work. You're unbelievable. You're just so good. Hey, Zach. How are you? I'm just going to put my picture up. I'm going to have a drink, and you still hear me, but I'm just going to have my drink. That's better. You are my first person said that to me. Lydia, I've always admired your work. Your crocheting skills are amazing, and what you doing and giving them to people where you work when you've done your friend's one, and seeing the smile on their face is priceless. That's what I like about donating my stuff to the hospital. Yeah, all right. I did see the smile on the palliative care staff when I gave them the stockings with the candy canes and lollies. Yeah, and yep, I know I'm not going to know who got the blankets, but just knowing I gave them a handmade one is full of joy, and it just makes you want to go home and keep making more and more and more. So, and it's a good way to get rid of all my yarn so I can buy new yarn, because I had a lot of this yarn way before COVID, because I'd stacked up because we've been in COVID. A lot of the shops were closed, or you weren't they were closed, but you can get deliveries. So I just thought, well, I'm stacking up while I can. So now I am finally up to using them all now, thanks to Sam teaching me how to do the loveys and how to start the corner for the blankets. I'm using up all my yarn. Now, Zach said I finished a coaster. Well done, Zach. I think I heard you say that on VJ's Live, so can't wait for you to give the picture for FO Fridays on VJs. They look like daffodils, but I know they are not. They're probably vanilla bean plants, flowers. Plant flowers, pretty. So Isaac said it. They are pretty, aren't they, Sam? And I reckon if you make homemade flowers, I reckon the hospital would be. I reckon the hospital would be so grateful to have some to brighten up their, depending where they are, their desks. You give them some colour, sort of thing. One of my best friends, she's there. She's been there almost 8 years now. She wants me to make her a blanket. You know what, Lydia? You would do such a great job with that blanket. And your friend, I'm sorry, your friend's been there for so long. And but she's got you coming in and seeing her, and now that she hang on, I just need to answer Eden. Wait, sorry, 'cause she just texted me. Yeah, and she'll be grateful for your blanket. She would love it so much. Our next lesson needs to be C2C crochet blankets. I know you want to learn that. I do want to learn that, Sam. That is, I should put. You know what, Sam? I need to make a list on what I want to learn. But yes, the next lesson is going to be the corner to corner, and I want to crochet a shawl out of the three Elvis yarns that I've still got of yours, because the three of them will make a decent size shawl, so I can donate that up at the hospital. And when I do go up to the hospital next time, when I take my stuff, I will be doing another video. So then that way you see it in the bag and you get to see. But I'm not filming it while I'm going in the hospital because there's just too many people and I don't have permission. And then there's children. And the only time I do video is when I take my beanies to the wellness room, because there's nobody in there or anything, so I'm able to do that. And I need to do some more hats. I need more hats. Yeah, she sees me. She eats in her room. Oh, do you go in there and sit with her, Lydia, while she's eating? That's a shame that she sits in her room. She doesn't like joining the other people for something to eat, a meal, or does she just prefer her room? But she'll be very grateful for the blanket that you'll make. Is that the one? Is that the friend that you're doing it with the red heart, pink and purple for? Because they are two beautiful colors together, pink and purple. That is going to be nice once you've finished with it. Because pink and purple are so beautiful colors together. I'm not a pink person, but if I will crochet or knit with a pink because pink does come up really, really nice. Depending on what I'm doing, especially for babies, I'll do, you know, some pink jumpers, some blue jumpers, white, lemon. Lily said she likes to be oh, okay. She likes to be on her own. Okay, well that's fair enough. That's what she wants. What can you can't force her to be everywhere. And Zach says, "Hey Sam," and Sam says, "Hey Zach." But hey, you can't force her to be somewhere if she doesn't want to be there, does she? I mean, if she likes her own company, well, she likes her own company. What can you do? You can't do much, can you? No, it's for a different person. Oh, that one's for a different person. Okay. So what colors are you thinking of making your friend when she's sitting in her wheelchair at the home? What color are you thinking of doing it? Does she have a specific color or does she have a favorite color or she don't mind what color it is? Because I know a lot of people don't mind to what color it is. But I reckon she'll like that. And it puts a smile on your face too, Lydia, because knowing that you've made something for someone and they're going to appreciate it so, so much. But yeah, that's good of you for doing that. That's one reason why I like donating my stuff because you put a smile on someone else's face and it makes you happy and makes me feel like now I want to do twice as much to try and get twice as much up there. But it'll happen. I'll get more up there. As I said, I've got a bag full of I think I've got 13, 12 in there already of the lovies, and I'm doing this one and that. And um I went to a I went over to a different suburb yesterday with Lara because Eden was out. Um I happened to need to go to the bathroom break. Lara was in a shop called Toy World, which sells all toys, puzzles, things like that. And I ended up going in. That's where she was because she didn't need to go to the toilet at the time. And when I came out, I thought, "Oh, where is she?" And she sang out she was in the toy shop. So I went over there, had a look around, and I came across these two dolls, which I'm going to show you when I've done my corner. And I said to her, "Oh, they'll make good lovies." I walked away, and then I came back, and I ended up collecting them, picking them up, and I thought they will make two lovies. And I done a little short, and I had done a video of it, which will be coming out soon. But I picked up these two dolls. They Ron Weasley from Harry Potter. So I was thinking I can put my lacquer band, my hair tie, and make the lovey longer. Um, Probably use one of these hair ties that will go better on it. So just got to work out what colours that I've got that I can put with him. So he's going to be done as well. They'll go up. But mind you, the reason why I'm telling you this, these are 19.99 each. Well, you round it up and it'll be $20 each. So that should have cost me $40 for both of them. $5 I got them for each. Cost me $10. So I saved $30. And I wasn't leaving them there like that for that price. I don't mind picking them up to do them. So I will be doing those ones as well. And I do have, not sure if I've got two in the bag over near my yarn wall. And so I've got two there that I need to do. I think I've got two. I'm not sure, two or three over there. I'd have to count to see what I've got over there. So, but I'm guessing I've got two there already and whatnot. So I've done 12 at the moment, and I took 54 the last time. So if I put 12 onto that, that makes 68 lovies I've done all up. Thank you to Thea who sent them down to me to be able to do them and donate them. And thank you to Sam for teaching me how to do them. I really enjoy making them. I normally do these ones with these ones with the two yarns together, but this time around I thought, no, I'm going to do it with the one and do it with a smaller hook. So that's what I am doing. But I'll show you something else as well. When Sam first taught me how to do it, where is it? Here it is. This is my one that Sam taught me how to do, but I might even put a bit of white to go around and keep going around with that one. So instead of that being my practice one, I'm going to do more. At least you rock everything you do. Yeah, I know. It's amazing and what I mean. I'm happy doing my craft like this, and I'm happy to show it. And yes, I get through a lot of projects and whatnot, so I do try my best. I'm not perfect, but I'm up for learning new things. Hey, Chris, how are you? How you been? So, Bonnie, I try my best. I'm not perfect at what I do, but the thing that I do like doing is I do like making them, donating them, and I do love sharing to you guys. Yes, I forget to send it to VJ, which is what I've done for the make along one. And they do, huh? Yeah, they do. So I forgot to send a photo to VJ today about the make along Monday. And so with my make along Monday for donations, so I'll have to get it in there for next week. So yeah. Hi Bunny, says Chris, and Nightbot saying hello to Chris and thank you for spending time out with me. I don't know if Bonnie had seen it before because Lydia had asked me about Hey Zach and hi Chris YTF and hi Zach. I'll show you the blanket because Lydia asked to see it, so I'll show it again for the people that have come in. So then that way you get to see it again and whatnot. And I hope that I hope you guys are working on a project while you're with. I know Bonnie's doing dishes and tea, but I wonder if anybody else is whether you're working on a project while you're here with me and listening to me and talking to me, and we're keeping each other company. So I do hope that that's what you're doing, and I hope Bonnie you enjoy tea when you go to have it and whatnot, and that. And Paula is listening to us while she's doing a few things before she's got to step out. And that, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm going to show you what I've done on my blankets, which I will do some more once I finish doing this one. So, yeah. And then once I start getting down, at least I know I've got to go to the shop and buy more white because I'm running out of whites. So, Just need another. Just gonna put you down like that for a minute because I need another stitch marker. Sorry, guys. Sorry about the seasickness. I needed another stitch marker to put in there so I don't lose my stitch. So here it is here, you guys. That is what I have done so far. I started with the white in the middle. I'm not sure if I like the white in the middle, but it's going to be nice when it's done. So that is what I have done so far on that one. I'm taking a break today. Too hot for anything crafty. Playing Hogwarts on my Switch. Ah, you're playing Hogwarts. Would you like Ronald Weasley to go with that? Hello, Sam. How you doing? Ding, 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 ding. And whatnot. Sorry that Eden's text me again. That doesn't want to send. My phone is having a spaz. Oh, that's cute. LOL, said Sam. Yarn looks like a berry dessert with a whipped topping on it. That project. This one, yeah, it's gonna be a lovely by the time I'm finished. Because it's hot here, my phone's having a hissy fit. So yeah, so that's what I got. So let's see where I'm up to in a minute. So do I have to get back around here? Do I? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He does look like that, doesn't he, Chris? But yeah. But I'm really. This is one project I am really enjoying. The purple one. Oh, okay, yeah. I'll get back to him with a what you say looks yummy berry dessert with a whipped topping on it for a project. Hey, I didn't think of that. A berry with a whipped top on it. It would be like that, wouldn't it? But it's going to be nice when it's finished. Because my next skein after this one is going to be white. I might even put a bit of white on it in a minute, actually, just to break the bit of purple. But that I'm using the color violet, so violet and white is the one I'm using at the moment. So which turns out really nice. While I was standing, I should have got me my next doll to see how far down I need to go for this one. Because I don't know how far down I need to go. And because I'm using a 4 millimeter hook instead of what I've been using. Hey, Eden. Thought you were at lunch. Oh, my partner in crime, that it is, Bonnie. She's out having lunch with a friend in our heat. So she's probably popping in to say hello and to leave her thumb and everything. And thank you for everyone for giving me the thumbs. That is so nice of you to do that as well. And then Eden's going, hi, my partner in crime, with 2 champagne glasses. What are you two going to get up to? Some drinking? Well, it's got to be after 5 o'clock somewhere in the world. So, so you can start drinking. And both of you can have my drinks as well. School teachers went back to school today, being Tuesday for us already, and it's 12 p.m. on a Tuesday. Nice city, Bonnie. On a Tuesday, the 27th of January. Our teachers went back to school today, and school kids go back tomorrow for term one. Our terms start from The term we have 4 terms. One starts as of tomorrow, which goes for about 10 weeks. We do have a term that is short and everything. So, what are you working on, Cezanne? I'm working on my lovey for Bella. I ran out of I got no more of the breakfast blue, so I'm doing it now, the rest of it in white. I mean, I could have looked and probably put a bit of yellow or something with it, but I had the white there anyway, so. But the breakfast blue is all gone. I've got none of that left now. And now I need to work out what other color I'm going to do the rest of the lovey's with, because I still got quite a few more to do. Not many more, because the way I'm getting through them, they'll probably be finished before I think about other things. So Chris says, "Hi Eden," and Chris Nightbot's welcoming Chris in, and he's asking you what is in your cup. Please remember to hydrate, and please remember to dehydrate too when you need to. And Eden says, "Hi Chris." So, oh yeah, Eden sent me a text. I bet you any money it was Eden. Should be the only one that would have, unless Sam sent me one. But it'll be Eden. Eden's going to take some photos of her lunch, so for me, so I can. 7 p.m. here in Branson Central Time. School is out tomorrow, out today. They're not going back till some of the snow melts in Chicago. We would have been in school today. Okay, yeah, yeah, because with you guys having the snow, it closes your schools down. And Nightbot says, "Be respectful, please, and keep this a safe place." And Eden says, "Hi, Sam." Nightbot says hi to Eden. Hey, Eden. Hope you have a good time. Yeah. She always has a good time. She'll have a good time. I don't know where they went for lunch, but I know she said she was going for lunch. So, I don't know where she said she was going. Thank you, Sam, said Eden. So, oh, and another thing that I want to learn too is the scrunchies as well. Bonnie said who were in the mountains, but they don't call mountains. But when you're from Chicago, they're mountains. Well, mountains are mountains. I don't care where you are or where you're from. Mountains are mountains. We've got plenty of them, and some of them can be on fire at the moment. Especially when some of our country towns are hitting. We're hitting 113 Fahrenheit, and that's for a 45-degree heat. But some of our country towns are hitting 51 degrees. So that'll be nearly, I think Sam worked it out earlier, 120 Fahrenheit. We might as well move to Texas, Sam, because that's how hot it gets at Texas. But I ain't getting on the plane. I'm staying here because when our cool weather comes in June, when America are hot, I'm going to enjoy every single bit of the cold weather. That's what's going to happen. And I'll feel sorry for you all when you get to the summer months, because your summer can be brutal, just as bad as ours. So I was going to actually sit downstairs because I put the aircon on downstairs, and I was going to go and sit down there, Bye bye for now. Keep cool. You too, Eden. And I was going to go and sit downstairs and do my live with the aircon on. But when Eden comes back later, she'll the friend she's with will bring her. She's got to get a couple of things from the shop, so she'll bring that in. So then I'll close my door and I'll go down in a little while. So that way I can stay. Yes, yep, Majule's about 4 hours from me, 120 Fahrenheit. Yeah, Majule's about 2 hours from me, so they can have their 51. But then Mildura is up on the border of Victoria and New South Wales, so they'll get the hottest heat because New South Wales can get very, very hot. So when you're up on the coastal line like they are, the borderline, yeah. So I'm just glad that I'm down here. But the heat's supposed to be good. My uncle, his brother had bad asthma, and he was told if you don't move up country where the weather's warmer, and you stay in the city, you don't have much longer to live. So he packed up, my uncle's brother, went up the up bush like Mildura way, and he lived to be longer. Oh, hey Noe, did you come in? Did you sneak in? I didn't see you come in. Didn't Noe sneak in, did she? Hey Noe, how are you? It didn't come up on my page. Did you ever get my Christmas card? Bonnie's asking. Sorry, Bonnie, I didn't see that because it's coming on the YouTube side and Restream's playing it. No, I still haven't got it, Bonnie. I don't know what's happening. You would think I'd have it by now, since we're only, 4 days away to the end of January, and we're a full month in the new year and we've already had Christmas. Maybe you should send this 2026 Christmas card now, and I might get it by then. Because I would have showed it on, I would have made a video of it. And Chris is saying, "Hi Noe, why aren't you um and whatnot?" So I have not got it. So when I do get it, Bonnie, look out for a video because I'd like to do a video on what people have sent me. So and as of now, I still haven't got it. And you sent that on the 3rd of December. So it's been well over a month while it's still coming. Bonnie said, dang. Yeah, that's what I think. Because I want you, yeah, you sent that on the 3rd of December. I remember you saying. And it still is not here. Like I said, it is been a month. Maybe Donald Trump's got it on hostage. Or our postal service can't be bothered. No, he said tired, long day at work, made a mistake and had liquid ginger to my drink, and the stuff burnt my throat. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Noe. What do you do when that burns your throat? Is there something you can take to soothe it? Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that, Noe. Before I do another round, I ought to go and get my other dog so I know. Oh no, I hope you feel better soon with how that did that to your throat. That's not good. I hope that your throat gets better soon for you. There goes my phone again. Eden's supposed to be out enjoying a nice meal for lunch, but she's too busy texting me. I'll text her anyway. I'll have a look, see what she wants. And then I need to get up and get one of the dolls so I know how far I need to go. I just drank something cooler. Oh, okay. Oh, that's good. At least that'll help take the burning bit away from what you drank. And that's the problem when you've had a long day at work and then you come home and don't do that. That's not what you want to happen. So let's see what Eden's texts me this time. She said, "Thank you, keep cool. You keep cool as well. Drink heaps of water." Sam, I hope you're drinking plenty of water. I am, because my water bottle will need to be filled up soon. It felt like a heartburn feeling. Oh, is that what liquid ginger can do to you? Burn the throat and makes you feel like you're having heartburn? Wow, man, that's oh, no. It's maybe not. Don't have it anymore. Right, that's that water down. Just as well, I had a backup water, so I'm not going to go thirsty. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, well, Sam, you need to drink. You need to drink water, even though it makes us want to go to the bathroom. But at least while we're going there, we've got to get more water into us and keep the water in us. Now, you're going to hear me do some cutting because I've got some stuff I need to cut. But if I don't cut it up now, it'll build up and I'll end up having to twice as much to cut up later. So I want to cut it up now before I forget. So yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'll try and make sure that you guys don't hear it too much. Because it's nothing worse than when you can hear someone's scissors going. And I'll try not to do it too often on my live, but then sometimes I've got to do it because then it builds up and then I'm thinking, oops, I should have already dealt with that one. So, I've only got a couple more to cut, so, and then I'll be right. And my bin will need, I have a little bin, I'll show you my little bin. This is my little bin that I use beside my bed. So then that way I can put my rubbish in there and then I get up. Once I've filled it up nearly all the way up, I go and put it into the bin in Eden's room, who's got a bin, and then I fill it up from there. All right, that's that cutting done. I don't need to do any more of that cutting, so that's done. Let me have a look at my diary to see where we're up to. Okay. I can mark it up. I like sandpaper, sound of paper cutting. Oh, isn't it fantastic? Bonnie, sorry you guys, I hope I'm not making you sick. Oh, I love the sound of it. It's very relaxing. And just colouring in the day so then that way I know. I mean, the 27th's not over with yet, but I'm going to do it anyway. But yeah, I love the sound of cutting paper. It's, I don't know, it just seems relaxing. And then the thing is, and then you don't realize when you are cutting the paper, you don't realize how much paper you cut to do your paper crafts or things like that. It's just hard to believe just how much paper people use for their paper crafts and whatnot. So which is, I mean, I'm always cutting paper up because there's always paper to cut up, as we do. But I know some people don't like the sound of it while people are on their lives or, sort of thing. But I don't mind it, to tell you the truth, and whatnot. So, but yeah, but that's me. I'm with Bonnie. I enjoy cutting paper and whatnot. So, and have you done any more of your paper craft, Bonnie? Any more cards that you've made? Are you up to birthday, Valentine's cards and things like that? Or just when you decide to send them to people for Christmas and whatnot? When they get them, which I'm still waiting on mine. So I should check my other diary to see what day it's up to. And I need to sharpen my pencil too while I'm at it as well, while I'm doing it. Chris said some people also like the sound of knitting needles clacking for some reason. Not me. I don't mind it. Depends on who it is and what they're making. I don't mind it. But yeah, I look at it. If you don't like it, I and mine do clack. I try and make it to where they don't. So then that way, um, it doesn't annoy somebody else. And that. So I've got another ball band that needs to go in with my ball bands. So I better put that in there. So that gives me another one now in there. And so that's another one in there. So that's about another two I've actually put in there since I've done the video. So I think I'm up to about 53 or 54 ball bands now in there. So my ball bands are growing, and they're growing fast, really fast. So pen and that in there for when I go to the knitting club, which is this week. So yeah. Oh, I'm going to put you on one chewbucca because I need to go and get another lovey. And say if you're looking at a bare wall, you can look at chewbucca. And okay, my last bell, and then I've got last bell, and I've got Superman, Yoda, Winnie the Pooh, and Darth Vader. So my last bell, then that's bell done. So no more bells after this one. This one is come on off. My last bell. And I got some Yoda to do. Yoda flashed at Sam the other day. And Yoda, Darth Vader, Winnie the Pooh, and three Supermans to do. So yeah. So let's see how much further I need to do with you. See if I need to do any more. Well, that's where it's up to. So maybe I'll go around one more row. What do you think? Oh, cute. That's where the bottom of her body finishes, and I've done that. So do you think I should do one more round? Hands up who thinks I should do one more round. I'll have enough to go around for one more round. So any takers for one more round? Or should I just leave it? I'll wait and see what people say. So one more round or just can't go off from there? Because there's the bottom of her body right here, and then she's got all that room. Probably be enough just to go off like that. I'll wait and see what people say first. Because I value people's opinion. before I go on. So yeah, so that'll be that one done. So Belle is all done. Just got to do Darth Vader, Winnie the Pooh, Yoda, and Superman. But I'll have to work out what colours for Darth Vader. I don't know what colours I do have in my box to do that. It's cute. Maybe one more, but it's cute as it is too. Okay. I was actually thinking of maybe doing one more round because it won't take long to do one more round. All right, one more round it is. Thank you, Chris. So we can do one more round. I like, I like it. Like that doll is like that as a dolly. You like it just like that too? Yeah, me too. Because then at least the child can hang on to it, and if it's a baby, they like the volunteer coordinator said, they can hang on to it while they're up against their face. So, but if it's supposed to be a lovey, maybe more. Yeah, it is supposed to be a lovey, so I can do some more on it. Because I don't know how many. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Well, I've done 9 rounds, but I can do. I'll go as long as the white will let me do while I'm chatting away with you guys. So yeah, so 9 rounds, but I might go to 12, and then that will be it. So it won't take long to do them because seem to get around to them really, really, really quick. I've noticed. But I'll go as long as I can. So, and then I can get into the next one. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to join the next one onto this one and do that one. Do that one instead of it just sitting there as an example now, because that was my sample one. This one was my sample that Sam showed me to start off with. So yeah, but yeah. What have you been making, Chris? Have you been doing anything? Any crocheting or knitting items, or have you just been making other things, sort of thing? But I'll probably have this one finished by the time I finish doing the live. I'm hoping to do that because I thought I'll come on and do my live now instead of later on when it's way too hot. When it's way too hot, I only tend to do a half an hour live. But when the winter time comes, I'll be able to do longer ones too, with a bit of luck. But I can't do long ones when it's really, really hot because the bedroom just gets way too hot. Like I said, I can go downstairs and do it downstairs when it's hot, and I can sit under the aircon, so that will be good when that comes. I've not been doing any fiber related stuff lately. We'll try knitting once can get some time to try it though. Oh, cool. Hey, when you haven't got the time, you haven't got the time. I understand that because sometimes people just don't have the time to sit down and do it. But I try and get in as much as I can, and then um, if I've got to go out to the shops, like if I had to go to the shops today, I would go, and then when I'm home sitting and relaxing, then I'll try and do a lot to make up for the day that I haven't done anything. But yeah, and I need to do some more knitted hats too. That I need to start doing as well. So because I haven't got many knitted hats done yet for the wellness room, so I need to do some more of those, which will take up a little bit of yarn, but not as much yarn as I would like it to take up. like the crocheting. Knitting doesn't, you know, use up a lot of yarn, and when it does, it seems like that you're not having used enough. Whereas with crocheting, I feel like I've used a lot. So, which is what I actually like. So, but yeah, I do what I can and when I can. Sometimes I even take it with me on the if I go for a bus ride. Sometimes I'll take it and do it on the bus and whatnot. And if I'm going to visit people in the hospital, if they're in hospital, well, I'll take it with me, do it while I'm traveling, and while I'm sitting with them, I'll do it. If they happen to nod off, I can just sit there and do some more as well. So, and on when I went up and donated the last lot of loveys, I took the scarves I had and some baby stuff that a friend from knitting club done. So I took up about 3 bags worth of stuff. Yes, I want to learn knitting as it's just a better look on men. Oh, okay. Hey, I'll be there to support you whatever way that you want to go. And will you video them, Chris, or you don't do videos on your channel? I need to go and check you out and see if you've got any videos to watch. And I need to go for a bus ride to go and get a video done of the kangaroos because still haven't got around to doing that. And I need to go and do that. So, and I'm not doing it when it's stinking hot weather because the bus ride's long enough as it is without being out in the heat. So, and that bus that I need to get, it's every hour on the hour. So I got to time it right. I might start videos again. I took mine down. Oh, okay. That's fair enough. If you've got to take them down, you take them down. It'd be nice to see some of your videos because I'll come over and I'll watch some when you put them up. Bonnie says, do it. Do what? The videos for Chris? Yeah, Chris needs to do videos. But you're not, are you monetized yet, Chris? I'm not sure if you are you? I'm a long way off. But I'm just happy to be here with my friends, spending time with my friends, showing them what I've been doing, and showing them that, I can now crochet and I'm enjoying crocheting and I enjoy the company of my friends too. So, yeah. I know I've got a lot of videos to catch up on, but yep, I'll get there when I get there. There's only so many times, hours in a day to do a lot of things. So, yeah. Not, no, not monetized. I only had one video. Never really was an interest of me. Yeah, I at one stage I thought, oh yeah, it'd be nice to be monetized, but now it doesn't bug me not being there. I'm just happy to come on here, blabber away, be with my friends, show them what I want to, what I made and what I haven't made, and what I want to do and what I haven't done. So I think Sam's left us. She hasn't chatted for a while. And stay on for a little bit more longer, and then I'll better start going soon. Seeing it is nearly 12:30 p.m. Time for. Oh, I had a toasted sandwich before I came up, but I might go and get an ice cream and have an ice cream or water icy pole while it's hot and have that. So I don't know what color. The color of the icy poles are cola, um, cola, raspberry, and lemonade. I'm here doing magical things. LOL. Haha, I need a nap too. But if you nap now, you're not going to go to sleep later. So, girlfriend, you were staying awake until later. You can go to sleep at 7 o'clock, and then you might sleep all night. But if you need to have a nap, well, this is what summer does to you. It messes up your sleep pattern, and you never sleep properly when it's hot either, which is so sad. I think this is why we fall asleep halfway through the day. So, better have another drink of water. My throat's going dry. But I'll get around to my other around my corner and then I'll do um what's in your cup please and remember to hydrate, said Nightbot. And don't forget to dehydrate as well. So in that way you can fill up with more hydration just to go and dehydrate. Thank you, Nightbot. It sure does mess things up. It does, doesn't it, Sam? When it's stinking hot weather you can't sleep on the best of times. So then you end up being tired. Then when you want to go to sleep, you're overtired, and then it takes ages to fall asleep. And Nightbot's reminding us, be respectful, please. Thank you, Nightbot. You're doing your job well. Very well. So we've got a bit of wind, but I think it's a hot wind. If you hear a rattle outside my window, it's because my garden shed rattles when the wind picks it up. It lifts the wind up underneath, so it will rattle. And the wind must be strong enough to be able to make it rattle. I did put in last year about getting a new one and fixed, but they said we've got to go and get permission about whether we replace it, and that was about October, November last year. And we're at the end of January, but I do need to ring the people that I rent the house off at by Thursday because with a bit of my fence down, I was told they'd be out in 7 to 14 days. Well, it has been well over 10 days already, so might even ring them tomorrow and see what's going on because no one's been out to check. So I'm going to ring them up tomorrow and see what's going on with that. And Nightbot is telling us, please keep this a safe place. I want it to be safe for all my friends. We've got no room for people who want to be nasty and rude. It's a safe place for everybody to be able to feel safe. Well, it won't be long enough. The whiteboard band will be going into my box as well to see how many meters and ball bands and yards that I've done. Back around and start again. That didn't take long. Sorry, guys. I was going to have a drink actually, and I forgot to have it. I will have it now before my throat gets any drier. So just do this, and then I will have my drink of water. It's a shame my throat is drying up already, so I need to. Where did I put this? Put my stitch marker in so I don't lose my spot. And I've got an orange one in. But I am going to have a drink of water because I need that to come off. This one needs to come off instead. So, and I'm making sure I'm pumping water into me too. So, Nightbot says, let's have fun. We always have fun. That's better. And now, that's it. That's that one done for now. And that, so anyway, I added another round, and I might add one more round. I might have enough to do one more round, and then that will be that one done. And that'll be another one done. Excuse me. So I will do another round, and then that should be enough. But then again, I might just cast it off now and put the rest of the white on the other one that's there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rounds. So I think 10 rounds will be enough, I think. For now, on this one. So yeah, cute, says Bunny. It's very cute. It is a very cute thing to do, and I like doing them so. And they've been enjoyable to do, actually. Now I can weave in my ends that I don't need to have on there, so I'll do that while I'm talking, and then that's that one done. And then I get on to the next one. And I'll do some more of my blanket while I decide what colours I'm going to use next. I haven't worked out that bit yet. But I will once I've done a bit more on my blanket, because that really needs more working on. Haven't done much of it, but I need to, so which is what I'm going to do once. Do a couple of rounds on that one, and then do some more loveys. I've got plenty there to do, and to make sure I do them. So I've done 12 loveys all up, and then I've got another 2, maybe 3 now to go to do a video on. I do a video when I've got enough loveys. And that way it makes the video a bit longer, and then, a bit longer for me. So, yeah, slowly but surely they are getting there. Like I say, Rome wasn't built in a day, so these aren't going to be made in a day. That is for sure. But they are an enjoyable thing. I know everyone doesn't like making loveys, but I've actually been enjoying it, really. So, but that's me. We are all different in what we want to make and how we make it and when we make it and why we make it. That is that one done. Just got to do this last one in the sew in the end, and then that's that one done. Yeah, and whatnot. So yeah, and I don't mind sewing in the ends when I'm finished. And I find that quite relaxing. I know there's a lady at Knitting Club. She likes to do um, all hers all in one without having to do the without doing having to sew in the end. She said she really doesn't like sewing in the end, so she tries and makes things that are in the round or where she doesn't have to join sew any up. But I don't mind the sewing, to tell you the truth. So I find it relaxing and rewarding. That's me. 'Cause, I find it relaxing because you're sewing in the end, knowing you finished the product, your item, and rewarding because you get to take it and donate it to somebody who will love it and treasure it for life. So I look at things a little different. I know I'm weird, but that's just how I look at things. All right, so that's that one done now. You're done, and now I can do the other ones. So I'll put my sewing needle back in here so I don't lose him. Put you in there. And is that where you went? You fell on the floor. So now I'll start on this one and make him a little bigger. That's what I will do. Use up this yarn on here. And that way I can use up the white one on this one now. It won't be long and I'll start heading out and doing other things. So that way I can go and have my water icy cold and have that one and then have another one later. So now I'm starting on the practice one just so I can get him going to be able to use on a different one. Maybe I'll put this one on Winnie the Pooh and get him done. So we'll see what happens. But I'm really guessing this will probably be good for Winnie the Pooh one. I think I've got 3 to do, so which won't take me long to do because the white is almost done. I've been trying to use up all my yarn, even to the scraps. If I can't, well, the scraps go to the vinny shop for them to sell. What does he look like now? Here I did the extra couple rows, so I think that looks big better now. So yeah. So I think that looks good now that it's done. So now I'm doing this one, the one I wasn't using it as my practice one, but I think I'm using to go on to Winnie the Pooh and then go from there. because there was 3 rounds done on that one, so now I'm up to the 4th round on this one. So again, I'll make sure. He's super cute. Thank you, Chrissy. It did turn out really good. So, and I do like the way they turn out because they turn out super. So I've been going to do more of them. I'm going to do more and more of them. So yeah, it's and they work out really nice, really quick. Before you know it, you've done. When you're chatting away with talking to your friends or doing a live, before you know it, you've done 10 rows, and you think, hang on, where'd that 10 rows get to? And then you're up to, row 11 or row 12, and before you know it, your yarn that you're using is finished, and then you've got to get new yarn to finish it off. So, yeah. So I'm saying crocheting now, I really, really realize how much yarn you actually use, which is good for me because I've had half of this yarn for quite a long, long time, and I really want to do is to use it up so I can get more. And I have $5 discount coupons, so I can, you know, get $5 off at least. So, but I can only use my $5 discounts once a day, so I can get some, say today, some tomorrow, some Thursday, Friday. But I've got to make sure I've got the money to do that. So yeah, sort of thing. But hey, it'll get there. It all gets there in the long run, and we all can make fabulous items when you get a good teacher to teach you, and that will sit and answer any question that you've got, and then still be there later on in case you think of a new stitch or a new question, and then they answer it for you. I like it when people have time. It takes time out of their own day just to show you what you need to do so you can go bang, 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 and you've got it done. It only takes a few minutes to sit with someone till they get it, and that's what I like. That's why I say Sam's a good teacher because she's taught me well with doing this and how to get the middle started. And I really do appreciate that, Sam. You spent a couple minutes out of your busy time to show me what to do. And I am very, very grateful for that. So, yeah. See, I've already done one row of white in this one. Just sitting here talking to you guys. I mean, I don't have much more white of this one left. This is all that I have. But I will use a different colour, of course. Got the helicopter hanging around. Something's going on. Must be keeping an eye on the estate. So we're around about 45 minutes ago. You're so welcome. You learned quickly. It wasn't hard to teach you. Thank you, Sam. I mean, I did have a video sent to me from another YouTube person, but I couldn't understand it. That's why I come to you, Sam. But look how long it took me to ask you, can you show me how to do the loveys? Because I knew that you don't normally like doing loveys. And then when you took time out of something that you don't like doing to show me how to do it, that's where I am so, so grateful for you doing that. And like I said, I've already done 54. Another 12 makes 66, plus another, I think, 3 makes 69. So, and that's because of you taking time to show me. And whoever's in the chat, I know Chris is, and Bonnie is, but if anyone else that's in the chat and you're not friends with Sam's Yum Basket, please go ahead and subscribe to her, because I think she's about 54 people away from 1,000 people, and she needs the watch hours like what I do. So if you don't mind going over and running some of her, like her playlist, I think there's lives there for with her with the when she does the lives with Sam. What are they? The Fiber Twisted Sisters or something? Sam will tell you what they're actually called. The two channel names are called that she goes to. So if you don't mind, even if you've got to run her playlist, even if it's all of them, I've ran her playlist, every single one of them. So I'm up to date with Sam's one, but I can probably go over and watch again a couple more as well. So I'm going to have to stop it there, because that's all the white I have left. So I need to get another color out, so I can get back to finishing that one. The Twisted Fiber Friends and Southern Sisters. There you go. If you watch the Twisted Fiber Friends and Southern Sisters, Sam goes up on that live with Froggy and Maureen from My Crochet Story and Froggy When a Knitting. If you don't mind, go and run her playlist, so then that way Sam can get some more watch hours, please. Thank you. And there's another ball band done. That's another ball band done. So, and I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know if Sam can drop the link or not for those ones. If you want to, Sam, you don't have to. There is no pressure for you in doing that, but that's up to you. And I'm going to do some more of these, just in case somebody doesn't hasn't subscribed to listening to the Southern Sisters and Twisted Fiber Friends. But yeah, so if you don't mind, please go and check her out, and go and check Bonnie out, who's in the chat, and also go and check Lydia out. She probably needs some more friends and watch hours, and to whoever else was in the chat. And go and check Chris out too, please. Even though he doesn't have videos up there, but still go and be friends with him, because he's a doll to be with. I enjoy Chris's company. And Zach, oh yeah, Zach was in the chat. If you want to go and watch any of his videos, I think the other week he was saying something about he needs a little bit more watch hours, because when he's not doing a lot of lives, he's hello Waffles, how are you? Hey, listen, chat. Sorry, can't stay cool. It's going to be 45, 110 Fahrenheit today. Waffles, we are trying to stay cool. This is why I'm doing my live now. I mean, I've been on for an hour and a half. That's why I'm doing my live now and not later, because the 45-degree heat with 110 Fahrenheit is coming this way around about 5 o'clock, and that's when sometimes I like doing my lives around that time, so I'm not doing it then. So you stay cool too, Waffles, and I do hope that it's cool for you. So Sam said it's a different channel every week. I usually post a link to the upcoming live. Hi, Waffles, said Chris. Okay, that's okay. Because I think you said it's on Maureen's channel this week, providing everything goes well. Is that right? Which would be Sunday our time, Sunday 8 o'clock our time or 10 o'clock our time, and then again on the Monday our time. I think it's 8 o'clock. Hoping I'm up and be able to watch a little bit before I have to go to the shops. So yeah. Hey YTFP, I was in and out and now working from home. Oh, you're working from home. Yay. Yeah, well, with it being 45-degree here, I don't blame you for working from home. Yes, we all need to stay hydrated. Yes, please, especially for those that live in Australia where we are extreme heat at the moment, and those that live in the northern hemisphere, yeah, you need to hydrate with hot drinks, a hot chocolate, and water to go with it. So just make sure everybody, please, in the chat, please keep hydrated, especially the ones at the moment here in Australia, like me, Sam, and Waffles. Please keep hydrated because we are having an extreme heat today. It is a total fire ban. So, and our poor firefighters, they are battling that many bushfires. It's not funny. And then with the wind, depends which way the wind is to which way it blows the bushfires to other damaging things. So yeah, so please, everyone, just be safe. Doesn't matter where you are. Make sure you're hydrated. Bushfires are bad out here too, sadly. Yeah, uh, they're 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 just shocking everywhere at the moment, especially. Um, yes, it's always 8 a.m. Monday for the Twisted Fiber friends. This week is Maureen's channel. Okay, Maureen's this week. And you must have been coming up for Maureen's. So Sam's put the link in the chat if you guys want to go and see the Twisted Fiber friends. It's Sunday for you guys in the US, but it's Monday for us in Australia, and it would be, well, 8 o'clock for those that live in Melbourne, Sydney, Canberra, and Tasmania, and it'd be 7:30 for Adelaide, 7 o'clock for Queensland, 6:30 for Northern Territory, and 5 o'clock for Western Australia. Because Western Australia is 3 hours behind my state, but when daylight savings finish, they go back to 2 hours, and then Queensland will be the same time as me, and then South Australia and Northern Territory will be half an hour behind still. Northern Territory is an hour and a half behind because of the daylight savings. Once that finishes, they'll only be half an hour behind us. So, yeah. But yeah, so if you anyone that's interested about going over to Maureen's, you'll have to work out what time it is for you guys, because I think Maureen is Eastern time, or is she Central? I think she's Eastern. No, I think she's Central. I don't know, but yeah, you'll just have to work it out the time for what time it would be from you with whatever time it is for Maureen. So go and check her out. And say hello to Maureen, Froggy, and Sam. And sometimes there's a fourth one. Can't think who the fourth one is. Sam will soon let me know. I think there's a fourth one that will go into them. Sam will soon tell us who the fourth one is. I'm sure there's a fourth one. I could be wrong. Might not be either. But Sam will soon let us know if there is a fourth. I thought there was for some silly reason. I could be wrong. I could be overthinking it too. Telling you something that's probably not even there and whatnot. That's what I like about trying to, promote, not promote, but help people out by, telling you, Coco. That's it. That's the fourth person I was missing. Thank you. Because you'll get Froggy, which is Jennifer, Maureen, Sam, and Coco when she's not working. So I knew there was a fourth, but I just at the time couldn't think. So Coco. So don't forget that you can go there at any time that you want to. It is on my Crochet Stories channel, which is Maureen, and she works long hours, and usually only on every second week. Oh, okay. And she wasn't on last week, so she must be on this week. She wasn't on this week. She's on next week. Coco will be up then. That's the only thing, I would rather if I had a paid job like a YouTube would be second to, you know. I'll still do my channel when I'm not working, but when you're working long hours, I think I would prefer the pay. At least it gives you something to bring in to bring into the house. So yeah, and whatnot. But good on her. And you have a little bit of fun over there. I always do. So, geez, Nightbot's really chatty today, isn't he? He's doing his work at least, which is good. So he should be doing his work. Well, he should be anyway, so. Well, maybe nearly time to add a bit of white now. To my purple. I can't believe how quick the blankets get made once you start doing them. They're really, you know, quick. They're really quick to do. So and whatnot. So and I like the way the colour comes out too. I did the other one in a baby pastel colour with the white, and I like the white because it breaks the colour. If you're using just one solid colour, it breaks the colour up between each time as well. So I might, because this is how much of the mauve I've done. I mean, I do have more to use, but I might put a bit of white on it now to give it a bit of a break from the violet. So that way at least I can get some white into it now, which is what I will do because I need a bit of white in it now to break the mauve. I'll cut that bit off, and here's my white. And then that way it can have a bit of white now. Yes, some white would go well just about now. That's what I was thinking, Sam. Good minds think alike. Because I think the white now needs to be breaking the violet. So that's what I'm going to do. So, yeah. So now we'll do the white. We need white to break some of the mauve. Oh, well, violet as they've called it. So, alright, so now we've got the white attached. Now we're going to do the whites. Now we'll start with the white, and I'll do about 4 rounds of the white to break the mauve, and then go back to the mauve, which will be good. So, yeah, white always comes in good handy. And I'll show you why. And if I look at it, if you're going to do it all in one color, I feel like it needs that break from that color. So, and white, to me, white seems to go with everything. Black does too, but depending on what the color is, I'm putting with the black. But I do prefer to add white to everything. Find the white is the nicest. White and maybe cream, but yeah, I prefer the white. So then that way it definitely breaks everything. So I'll show you once I do a couple more stitches. I'm doing double crochet and whatnot, so which is turning out really nice. So I'll do this one so you can have a look. And now I'll put my stitch marker in so you guys can see with the white. So I've started with the white. So now the white will go around, and I'll always finish off with the color. Normally I'll finish off with the color I started with, which means the white. But I might finish with the mauve. I'll see how violet it actually is called, not mauve. Violet. But I might even wind that ball up now, and then that way it's ready to be used before I'm going to actually wind it up ready so it's in the ball now. And I like to pull my I work from the center out, because in that way I find that while it's sitting on the table it sits better when I work from the center out than the out in. Frustrates me when I need to do from the out in. I rather go in, so work in the middle and work and then work out. That's just how I like to do things. I'd be interested to know how you guys like to start your yarn. Do you like using them in the middle first, or do you prefer the outside, starting from the outside? Now that's an interesting to see what people like to do. I do prefer to work from the inside out than the outside in. But not everybody will work like that. I know that. I understand that. So, but I'm just curious to know how people how people work. Do you all work from the inside out like I do, or do you start from the outside and go in? And I wonder what everyone's favorite type of color yarn that they use, or what ply the yarn. The yarn that I normally use is the Four Seasons Marble 8 ply, which is from Spotlight that we have here in Australia, or my Spot Saver yarn from Spotlight, which is a 10 ply. And I like it the 10 ply because it's good for making the blankets up for palliative care. They're not heavy and they're not light, they're just that nice in between. And I did like the big twist that Dawn Yundall sent me to try, and I really, really liked that one. And I felt like I was using our 10 ply. That's what I felt it was. I always try and get the center pull. Yeah, me too. Center pull is the best. But I know we're all different, and I'm not going to be debating that. You should always use middle. You do what you feel comfortable, and if you like working from the outside, well, I commend you. Well done. If I can't find the center pull and I have to use the outside, I think, "Oh, really, I find it very frustrating using the outside first. I do prefer to use the inside first. So Sam's like me; she likes the center pull, and the type that I was telling you about the type of yarn I like: the Four Seasons Marble yarn, which is an 8 ply, or the Four Seasons Spot Saver, which is a 10 ply. And like I have said, that the big twist that was sent to me, it was that was like our 10 ply, and that was really nice to knit with. Actually, I made a couple of corner to corners. A lady that Lara does volunteering work had seen a couple of the corner to corner blankets that I'd sent to the Vinnie shop for them to sell, to raise money to go towards people in need. And she went to go and buy it, and someone else had brought it on her, so she asked Lara, would I make some more. She'd offered to buy it. So, and then she's the one whose son gave me the $5 discount for when I go to Spotlight, and I thought that was really lovely of her. So, I mean, to buy this one that I got is $9 a skein. So if I buy two of them at $18, $5 comes off, so I only pay $13. So that's not bad. That's not bad going by doing that when I get it like that. So and whatnot, and I've even tried. We have a place called Office Works. They even have yarn at their cheapest one is $2, and I did use some of them to make the loveys, and they worked up really, really well. They turned out really well from Office Works, so at least I know I can go back to Office Works when I need more, and pay $2.50, so I get two skeins for $5. Whereas if I get the one from Spotlight, that's $4.50. So I get, um, and if I buy two, that's $9. So I'm getting two for the price of, that's a bit cheaper for their two. So if that's $9 and I get two, four, I pay an extra dollar and I get four compared to two for $9. So, and whatnot. So I'll probably go back. I'll definitely be going back to Office Works to buy more. I'm going to have a minty. Who remembers the minties? Sam, you probably remember them. I don't know about over in America, but I'm going to have them. They're nice. I just get them from Coles. And they're nice to have. Okay. Eden sent me some photos of her lunch and I'll show you guys what she's had. She's had a can of Coke, Diet Coke, no sugar, and she's had a Parmigiana with salad chips and two sauces. It looks like aioli and tomato. They look nice. She does like those ones. She does like she does like that. Remember the Minties contest, ripping the wrapper into a string? Yeah, I have not done that for ages. And they're a lot softer these days. Yeah. And we used to do them with the other ones, the fantails. Remember the fantails, Sam? We used to do them with the fantails as well. And then when you go to the movies, you roll your Jaffas down the aisle. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I try and get as many photos as I can. They are, yeah. I try and get as many photos as I can, so then that way I can make a longer video and make the video go for at least 5 or 6 minutes. Fantails are my favorite, says Sam. Definitely the chocolate and caramel. And what about the eclairs that you can get in the, you get the chocolatey eclairs, and there's the licorice ones. There's about 3 or 4 different ones, but I do like the chocolate eclairs. Yum. And if you go over to the world's biggest lolly shop, which is by bus 10 minutes away from me, you can buy a big bag of them. So yeah, but hey, they're nice, they're enjoyable, and I should plug my computer in because I don't know, don't want it to die on me while I'm talking. So yeah, Jaffas were only good for rolling down the old orange and chocolate. Yuck. You know what? I don't mind Jaffas. I don't mind them at all. But they never got to roll down the aisle for me because I always ate them. So, of course, they didn't get to go down the aisle in my case because I was too busy eating them. And when you go to the movies, you've got to eat. You've got to take something with you. Haven't been to the movies for ages to be able to go and maybe have some popcorn and a drink. I should go to the movies. They've done the picture theatre up near me, so you've got recliner chairs now, not the old horrible. They've got recliner chairs now, so I haven't been, but Lara and Eden have. And Sam's laughing at me, so I'll have to go and check them out and see what's going. I mean, I'm only a 10-minute walk to the closest picture theatre, so it won't take me long to get there. So I'll have to go actually and check them out. I should go down in a minute and turn the aircon off for a little while. It's been on since Eden's left. And she's been gone for a while, so and I want to go down and have an ice cream in a minute. go and have an ice cream before I get more involved in what I'm doing. I think there's no doubt I'll get into doing a lot more of this and forget I want to have an ice cream. So, yeah. I'm going to have to go starting to nod off. If I fall asleep before the heat of the day, I might sleep through it. LOL. Okay, Sam, you go ahead. I'm going to be going in a minute anyway. Thank you for coming in and spending time here. You're going to have sweet dreams, and we'll catch you on the YouTube streets, but you and I will catch up via Messenger. I'm going to go, Lisa. I've got to get ready for bed. I have to go to work in the morning. Have a blessed day, everyone. Thank you, Jonathan, for coming. Sweet dreams, and no doubt I will catch you later on tonight when you're getting up to go to work in the car and doing your car ride. So we'll catch you later, and you have sweet dreams. Sam, you have sweet dreams as well. And Sam says bye. And I've been on here just over 2 hours, so this is why I'm trying to make this one a little bit longer because later it's going to be hot. So I'm not going to do a live when it's hot. I'll pop in the Jonathan's live as long as I don't nod off to sleep either, because the heat throws me out too. So hoping to be in Jonathan's later and that. So, and I'm just going to do my corner and do a row around, a couple more blocks around, and then I think I will start going myself. As I said, I've been on here for 2 hours, so I think that's probably be long enough. And Sam's waving with her pink hands. So, thought I heard talking near my door, my front door. Might be imagining things. I do imagine things at times. I must have imagined it because no one's come in the front door. I mean, Eden's got keys to get in, so I might have been imagining it, maybe. All right, I'll do this one, and then I better get going before I bore you to tears. I want to say thank you for everyone coming in and being with me. Thank you to the lurkers for being there too. Then thank you for the replay watchers when you do watch later and whatnot. And we'll see you around on the YouTube streets and whatnot. And Bonnie, when I get Chris has sent me a smiley face. Thank you, Chris, for being here, and Bonnie, and Sam, and Zach, and Lydia, and Jonathan, and Paula. I really do appreciate you guys coming in. It is so much appreciated. So now I'm going to do some more of this blanket later. I've got to get a couple of videos up too, so it will be need to get done. So yeah. I must have already used my black up on that one. Oh, they're blue. I thought they were black, but they're blue. All right, I better go. And I will catch up with you guys all later. Stay nice and warm, Bonnie and Chris. And Waffles, Sam, and I will try and stay cool. So I will see you guys later. Bye.